Hello, guys. Welcome. Uh, we are live again. Happy Monday to all of you, or actually, happy Sunday night to some of you. I'm curious how you're coping with the situation around you and how are you. So, as always, please feel free to post the comments and I'll try to respond to them if I can. But very warm welcome to all of you who once again decided to spend this time together in front of the screen and connect in the first place and also meditate together. There's this saying, or maybe it was a drawing that I saw somewhere, that if you can't go outside, if you can't go outside, which is the case right now, this is a great opportunity to go inside. And that's exactly what we will try to do today. I will try to limit the intro to just a few words and jump straight into the meditation. I know for some of you it's pretty late. It's early morning. It's 9 o'clock here in Sydney on this wonderful day. But I know in the US it's either 3 p.m. or 6 p.m. But in Europe it's already 11. They have a time change. So I'll try to start soon. But before I start, I want to share with you something that came to me this morning. And this came to me after reading a wonderful book by an Italian physicist. And I have to reach here for my notes. Uh, Carlo Ravelli, and he has written a book called 7 Brief Lessons on Physics. And it's a surprisingly beautiful and poetic take on what is happening in physics these days. And it's a wonderful take on the biggest discoveries. And the something that I've taken from this morning reading was the perspective on everything. So on one hand side, you have matter and energy, and you have stars, and you have the earth, and you have magnetic fields and gravitational waves bending around the stars. And on the other hand, we have disaster, we have pandemic that we are dealing with at the moment. And it's so easy to get into that fear. It's so easy to get distracted by the bad news that we are receiving constantly. And I think something that I invite you to today is to sit for a moment and actually look around you and see how the situation presented in the news reflects your situation right now. Where are you sitting? How are you feeling? What are your thoughts? And if those thoughts are pessimistic, ask yourself, who asked you to think them? Was it really you who chose to think them? I know that the statistics that are coming from the pandemic, the number of people being infected, the number of people that died from this virus are staggering. And I send my compassion to all of those who are affected. But keep in mind that before the virus happened, before we close the borders, before we start panicking about what is happening, every day 20,000 people die from hunger. Every day. Every day of every week, of every year. And most of us just carry on with our lives. And now the total toll of deaths from coronavirus, it's about 20,000. And we decided collectively to give in to fear, despair about this thing. We closed our borders. So think about that. And today's meditation is about gaining new perspective. Carl Jung, the father of modern psychology, said, discovering new horizons is not about finding new places, but changing your eyes. So listen and check in with yourself. How are you doing right now? In this present moment. Are you okay right now, just in this moment? And if this is the case, let us bring our attention to this and allow for everything else to happen. When you will have an opportunity to take actions, please do take those actions. But outside of that window of opportunity, I'll invite you to bring your attention to the calm, to your steady heart. And today meditation is called Connecting Body and Mind. And this is the perspective that I'm inviting you to get. Regardless of the situation outside, regardless of the storm on the surface of the sea, there's always that other perspective that happens on the intersection of your body, that's always with you, and your mind, that is so active, that it's so easily distracted and overwhelmed by news, by fear, by anxiety, by despair. Your mind is a wonderful tool. As someone said, mind, it's a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. If you let your mind run the show, you most likely will succumb to those strong emotions. But if you direct your mind to other things, this other perspective will show up, will elicit different emotions. So let's see today where this is going to take us. How the interaction of your body and your mind what can it produce? What is going to happen? When for a moment you leave the outside to its own device and you focus on the inside and go inside instead. Okay. I can see your comments right now. We have Linda and Marion and Nancy and Kater and Tartan Spaghetti. Okay, we have regards from Saskatchewan. Nancy, Saskatchewan Canadian, welcome. Kater says hi from Minnesota. Tartan. Oh, Ruth from Scotland. And Shan from Sydney. Wonderful. I welcome you all. And now I will invite you to work together on the inner peace. And this is right now, this is the best that we can do. We can contribute to the craziness that's happening outside with working on our inner peace. So I will guide you through a body scan in which we will try to find for that new perspective. We'll try to find a steadiness in us that is always there. Wonderful. Okay, let us begin. So as always, we start with a bit of relaxation. Before you close your eyes, before we jump in, recognize what is happening around you. And make yourself feel comfortable. You may not control everything, but certainly you can make yourself at ease, just for a moment. You can relax into the position in which you're right now, whether you're sitting or lying down. Rest your hands in your lap, your feet on the floor, centered and grounded. Now allow your eyes to close. And this is a wonderful start. Take a couple of deeper breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. At your own time, your own pace. As you breathe in and out, feel the energy coming in, vitality, and the stale used up energy leaving your body as you exhale. Give yourself time. I'll wait for you. I'll hold the space. And this is the way of bringing your attention inward, which again is a choice. It's something that you can do always, even for a moment. In times when we can't go outside sometimes, you turn your gaze inside. And let us now observe that interaction between body and mind. On one hand side, there are bodily sensations, energy in your body expressed in various ways. And on the other hand side, there's your mind that will try to make sense out of it. Add words, judgments, And that's okay. In the intersection of body and mind, you create experience. And you, as consciousness, witness this experience that happens between body and mind. And position yourself as an observer and see if you can not identify yourself with either body or mind. Just see how this interaction plays out. So now, expand your awareness to include your entire body. What do you feel? Might be tingling, maybe tension, maybe some discomfort. And now this is your chance to engage your intellect and also gently soften those parts that distract you, that cause you a problem. Soften them with your mind. Perhaps adjust also slowly and gently your position. And listen what your body tells you. That beautiful, marvelous body of yours that consists of trillions and trillions of cells working in unison to give you this experience, a unique experience that is only yours. Each of us connected right now will have different experience. And yet we are all connected through it, right here, right now. And now let's begin a journey throughout the body. Begin by focusing your attention around the top of your head. What is the story that comes from there? What does your body tell you? Your skin. And hear how your mind translates this feeling into words, perhaps. Tingling, pins and needles, nothing at all. Now travel lower with your awareness to your forehead. See if you can soften your skin without moving a muscle, just with your mind. Make it wrinkle-free, relaxed. Dropping your eyebrows, feeling your temples. Moving lower to the space under your eyes, including your eyeballs and optical nerve, traveling into the center of your brain, listening, connecting. Now travel to the muscles and bones in your neck. Sometimes there is a tension that hides there as a reflection of all the emotions that we experience throughout the day. Check in. What is the story there? What do you feel? And what does your mind tries to tell you? Perhaps you can notice a difference between left and right side of your neck. Now, tap into the sensations of your shoulders, the muscles and bones that support your head throughout the day. Keep you stable. Allow the movement. And again, perhaps one side feels different from the other. Notice and witness those different sensations. And again, that interplay between body and mind, what you feel and what your mind has to say about it, the story. Witnessing it, letting it be, gaining a new perspective without trying to be judgmental, without trying to change things, control things. Just sit back. Now move towards your shoulders. Move your awareness towards your elbows. Include your forearms. Perhaps there's a tingling that represents the energy flow as you move along. Remember, where your mind goes, the energy flows, and that's what you experience as the sensations that are there waiting to be explored. And finally, you arrive in your hands. And hands full of nerves and receptors. That's your gateway to the touch. And I'm sure you can feel the energy inside of it. That's where the fun part begins. You can tap into your vitality that is always there. and embrace it. Enjoy it. This is your body, always at your disposal. Vitality, waiting to be used in whichever way you like it. Connect with it. Enjoy it. Feeling energy and move your awareness that's the center of your being. That's where things are happening. Your engine, beginning of everything. Heart is one of the first organs that develops in the embryonic state. It's the center of your being for a reason. Tap into that energy. Feel the expansion and contraction of your chest as you breathe in and breathe out. And perhaps if you tune in carefully, you can feel the beat of your heart. Just take some stillness. Take your time. How wonderful. The waves that spread out through your entire body, delivering vitality to every and each part, every cell. Once again, enjoy this feeling. Witness how wonderful this is. Your beating heart in the center, supporting you regardless of the external circumstances. Now let us move lower and tap into the energy of your solar plexus. That's where a lot of instincts sit, neural connections that generate a sense of security. That's where we can feel our primal instincts. When we are afraid, where our survival is compromised. Be kind and gentle as you approach this energy center in your body. Gaze gently, with care, as if you try to hold that part of your body in hands and say, it's okay. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to despair sometimes. It's okay. And move lower now to check in with your abdomen. Check in with your gut feeling. Your guts have separate brain, separate neural network that provides you with information and communicates with your heart and brain all the time. And this is your chance to witness how it feels. What are the sensations? What is the information that waits for you there? Trying to connect with it. Coming back to that interaction between body and mind, the birthplace of each experience. Allowing yourself, giving permission. Now moving lower, shifting your awareness towards your sit bones. Point of connection. That's how you feel the gravity. Your whole upper body rests. And that's how you can feel it. That's the interaction between your body and the external world. Feel the sensations in your skin that extend towards your legs, towards your thighs. Experience those sensations. Now we'll include your knees, include your calves and shins. Moving energy with your mind. Where the mind goes, the energy flows, and the interaction happens. And now lower towards your feet. And again, similarly to your hands, that's where so many nerve connections are. And so many interactions happen. So feel it now. Feel the vitality, the energy. Experience it. Wonderful. And now to conclude this journey, once again expand your awareness to your entire body. As a witness, embrace yourself. And say that regardless of the external situation, you are loved, you are worthy, you are enough. And your body will allow you to go through all those difficulties. Your body will carry you through it. So give thanks to the entire body and each cell separately. Give yourself, give your body thanks for the job it does, even if you don't think about it. This is your body, and you are responsible for it. So it can serve you well. Now, after a period of stillness, bring us some movement. Wiggle your toes. Now feel how the muscles move and how you direct this movement with your awareness, and how the swish is obeyed. Pretty ingenious, isn't it? Move your fingers, stretch, feel the different feelings. Now, gently and slowly, tilt your head to the left. Feel the muscles in your neck stretching and flexing. Gently, slowly to the right. Back to the center. And now, before you open your eyes, let us all together, collectively, take one deep cleansing breath in through your nose. Hold and out through your mouth. And when you're ready, in your own time, open your eyes and welcome back. Okay, wonderful, we are back. Okay, I have so many comments I can see on the screen, but I might leave them perhaps for later. I just want to thank you so much. Every time I meditate with you, the experience is so much deeper. I can experience the collective will and collective intention behind it. And it occurs to me that that's how we can support everything that happens around us. This is a truly wonderful and uplifting experience to me. How do you feel? Please share with me. You always feel free if you not. I know that some of you cannot type messages in the chat, but if you can't do it, you still feel free to send me a message, and I always try to reply. So thank you for. I'm still feeling. It's difficult to describe in words, but it's almost difficult to talk right now. But I try. I have a couple of things I want to share with you. I have to bring on my list because my memory fails me now. First of all, thank you all for gathering here and taking your time to meditate with me. I really appreciate your help, actually, because like I said, I personally benefit from it tremendously, and I hope that the way I facilitate those online gatherings will help you too. And big thanks to all my patrons. So many of you support me on my journey and make donations. So thank you very much to my patrons, both on Insight Timer and on my Patron website. I really appreciate your help. And thank you all for all the messages filled with kindness. And I really, those messages really propel me forward and help me to create more meditations, give me the energy. Again, I'm doing it for you, and that couldn't happen without you. So thank you very much for that. And again, frequent questions for those of you who cannot comment on the channel, on the YouTube channel, and participate in the chats. You need to sign up with YouTube. If you have Gmail account or any other email account, this is free, and this way you'll be able to type messages and communicate with me during the live stream. Last but not least, next meditation will be on Wednesday, the same time. I know that for some of you, time changed and time difference may be different. So please check what time is it. It's going to be still 9 a.m. Sydney time. I'll try to post times from different time zones. On Wednesday, the topic will be finding calm in times of difficulty, which I think it's something that is very needed, and that's going to be breath meditation. So thank you so much, everyone, once again, for meditating with me. I had a wonderful time. And for those of you who are going to bed, I wish you a peaceful night. For those of you who are starting your day like myself, I wish you a wonderful day. And I very much look forward to connecting and meditating with you again on Wednesday. Thank you very much. See you guys.